Hey, my sweet kiddos. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. I know that I especially loved getting to see y'all at the lemonade stand Friday. Thank you all for coming. I hope the lemonade. Hey, Kim. Hey, Sawyer. Hey, Lucy. I was just saying that, oh, there's Colton. I was just saying that I loved getting to see all of you at the lemonade stand on Friday. I had so much fun. There's my. I hope that. Hey, Mackenzie. I hope. Hey, Tyler. Do you think you could come put Herschel outside so I don't have to hear him bark the whole time? There we go. We'll just eliminate that problem. But I had the best time. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. And it's beautiful outside after that rain we had last night. So hopefully y'all can get your work done and then get outside. I know Mondays can be a little hard to get started. So hopefully with our story time, it will get y'all excited and get you motivated to work. So this Wednesday is actually Earth Day. So if we were in the classroom, we would be talking about all kind of ways that we could help keep the earth beautiful. And so today for our story of the week, we are going to be reading the Earth Book. And it gives us some really good ideas on how we can keep the earth beautiful. So remember, I'm only doing one story time a week so that you have plenty of time to do your writing and your drawing. And last week, y'all did amazing on the cars that you would build. I loved looking at the creativity. So I can't wait to see what y'all do this week. So this is the Earth Book, and it's by Todd Parr. And he's actually, hey, Callie Lou. And we got Chloe Bug. I love it. He's actually the author and illustrator. So the author does what? Writes the words, and the illustrator, yes, draws the pictures. I'm sure y'all all got that right. If you didn't, better remember. All right, so the Earth Book. Let's make sure y'all can see it good. I take care of the earth because I know I can do little things every day to make a big difference. Just like we talk about filling up people's buckets, sometimes the things that we do can be very small. But if we do something small and our friend does something small, then it leads to really big things. So they're saying I can do little things to make a big difference. I use both sides of the paper and bring my own bags to the marketplace, which the marketplace is a grocery store, because I love the trees and I want the owls to have a place to live. Because where do we get our paper from? We get our paper from the trees. And so if y'all remember in the art center, me and Miss Baxley would always say, well, you can just turn the paper over. If you mess up, erase or turn it over so that we don't waste the paper. Because the more paper we use, the more trees we have to cut down. And we definitely want to make sure that the owls, the birds, the squirrels have places to live too. He's brushing his teeth. I turn off the faucet when I brush my teeth and use less water for my baths because I love the fish and I want the oceans to stay blue. So when we use water, the water eventually goes into either a septic tank or a sewage, which eventually will be dumped into the ocean. So when you're brushing your teeth, don't turn the water on and then run and go get dressed and then come back and brush your teeth. You want to make sure that you just turn the water on when you need it and turn it off. Because I know y'all like the beach and I do too, and I want it to stay pretty. I take the school bus and ride my bike because I love the stars and I want the air to be clear so I can see them sparkle. Now this one's a little bit different because we don't really take buses to places a whole lot around here. And while you probably ride your bike in the neighborhoods, you probably don't take your bike down to the grocery store, maybe to your grandma's if they live close. But the point is if you look in the bus, there's how many people? 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure an elephant's not going to drive anywhere. But there are 3 people that are using one vehicle to go somewhere. So that's less gas that's getting into the air. Just like a bicycle. Doesn't take any gas, right? So in our terms for today, that could mean, let's say you've got to go to a football game, or you're going to gymnastics or dance. And let's say you just decide, well, I'll get ready in a minute. And now all of a sudden maybe 2 of you are running late and 2 of you are on time. So then you have to take 2 different cars. Well, then that's putting extra gas into the air when you really could have just taken how many? If you were already at the same time, you can take 1 car to baseball practice or soccer. And what that means is when we use extra gas and the gas is going into the air, it's called carbon dioxide. And that makes the air not healthy. We want to breathe in fresh air. We don't want to breathe in dirty air. So we can help make the world better by using one means of transportation to go somewhere instead of taking 3 and 4 different cars. And when the air is beautiful, we get to see the stars and the sky. Well, looks like they're eating, right? I try to eat every bite on my plate and save my leftovers because I love watching things grow. And I want there to be enough food for everyone. Y'all hear us say all the time at lunch, make sure you eat everything, or we want to save it and put it in your lunchbox, because the more food we throw away, the more food we have to get. And we want to make sure that everybody has enough food to eat, and we want to make sure that we are not wasteful. We don't want to throw our food away when someone else could be eating it, right? All right, here we go. Look, on, off. What do you think they're turning on? The lights. I remember to turn off the lights and shut the refrigerator to save energy because I love the polar bears and I want the snowman to stay cool. So when we run our lights, a lot of our energy comes from what are called power plants. Well, if we turn, and y'all know Miss England loves lamps, so this is one thing I think I could get better at. But when we leave our lights on, or when you leave the refrigerator door open and the light stays open, those power plants have to put off more energy to give us the lights. Well, guess what? When they are burning coal and some of them burn like fossil fuels, all of that energy begins to turn into carbon dioxide, which also then goes into the air. Well, if they produce too much carbon dioxide, then that's what causes us to have weird weather sometimes. Maybe it stays hotter too long. Well, if we don't have winter and cold weather, then how are our polar bears going to survive? And just like if we never had a winter here, we would never get to build snowmen. Well, unless we make our snow in the classroom, right? So we want to make sure that we don't cause those power plants to put off more energy and carbon dioxide than what's needed. So let's try to remember, turn off our lights, shut the refrigerator, don't open the refrigerator, get you something to drink, go fix it, leaving the door open, make sure you shut it. Oh, this is a big one. We talk about it all the time, right? So I give y'all trash buckets. I throw garbage in the trash can and recycle glass, aluminum, paper, and plastic because I love to walk barefoot in the grass. Annie Grove, I know you do, sweet girl. And I don't want to move to Mars. We don't want the world to be destroyed, do we? We want to keep it beautiful, but just like sometimes we go on the playground and y'all are like, ew, Miss England, look. It'll be where people have thrown maybe their empty Gatorade bottles and trash, and y'all are always so good about picking it up. We want to make sure they find trash cans because we don't want it to be in the grass, and we don't want it to make, like, think about this. If someone threw a glass bottle down and then you walk behind them and you stepped on it, it would hurt, right? We want to make sure our trash goes in the trash can. Then we also want to make sure we recycle, because if you recycle your paper, you recycle glass and aluminum, they can come by and they can take those recycled elements and they can make something new out of them. Instead of going and cutting it down another tree, they can take your paper and they can turn it into something brand new. So make sure you recycle. But most of all, I help take care of the earth because I want us all to be happy and healthy. Every one of us can help protect the earth and make it feel good. Remember, if we take care of it, it will take care of us. Love, Todd. Do y'all remember who Todd was? The author and the illustrator. So today or this week, I want you to think about a way that you could help keep the world a better place. We talked about recycling paper and reusing the backup paper, not throwing it away. We talked about saving our water, saving on gas. We talked about turning our lights off to save energy. We talked about eating all of our food to make sure that everybody has enough. And so I want you to think what's one way, even if it's small, because remember, if we each do something small, it can lead into a big difference. So I want you to think of something that you can do to make the world a better place. And then I want you to give me a detailed picture, and I want you to write me a detailed sentence about what you picked. So let's go over our sentence structure, because y'all did a really good job last week. Your letters were really close together. Remember, if the letters are in the word, they love each other. And then we start our sentence with a, do it with me, ready? We start our sentences with a uppercase. What do we have between our words? Finger space. And at the end, we have a sentence stopper. So make sure you have all those. And then at the bottom, you can write your, ready? First name, finger space, last name, finger space, and then either 2020 or, today is April the 20th, 2020. Lots of 2 and zeros. Remember, your numbers they go from the sky all the way to the ground. So even your zeros are not O's, your zeros are tall and proud. And I can't wait to see the good work that y'all do. I love you. Send me your pictures or post them. And if you have any questions, let me know. And remember, I love you and I miss you so, so much. I'm going to give you big air hugs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And guess what? Lots of kisses. Ready? I love you and I miss you. And I am so proud of the work that y'all are doing. Have a great day.